Good morning to you guys. Good morning to you. That's the 8 o'clock bell in the background. You guys know it. 8 o'clock with, right now we're at 7 seconds. So, guys, it has been, and it will continue to be a wonderful trading environment here. If you like 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90 points of range, guys, if that's your cup of tea, it is nothing, you can't beat it, guys. It's impossible to beat at this point in time. So definitely something I want to bring to your attention is we have seen continuing here, we have seen overlapping price activity to the downside, guys. Yesterday we were able to take out the previous lows in the YM, which is amazing to say. We were able to take out the 10-day ago swing lows at the those the 6907s, guys. In the Nasdaq, we were able to take out those swing lows. We put in a new low into the close yesterday, guys. Yes, we took out those 92 quarter lows, and then we took out from yesterday, and then from Tuesday. I took those out on Wednesday. And we put in 62.52 lows, 52 quarters, guys. We were a buyer at the 53s, and I did get a phone call. I just spoke with Erica in the overnight session. And we talked about where this thing may be going. But I did flatten up that position completely back up into that first area balance. So I didn't see it ride down in the overnight session. I was fast asleep and haven't participated any to the upside, guys. So clearly are seeing overlapping price activity, guys, into these recent lows, and guys making new recent lows here as well, unable to hang out above the middle of this area balance, above this 82. Having a hard time with it recently. So, guys, we are seeing overlapping price activity here a little bit lower here in the morning. So we'll definitely be keeping an eye on the trade at the 76s. 76s were a big area for us earlier, and it just so happens to be just into this initiative out of balance that we saw earlier in the day, guys. Near the upper extreme of this area balance that we put in, the double touch higher is up into the 66s, 67, or 76s and 77s. Yeah, no doubt about it, guys. We're definitely into a key area. I think the 75s are a key area as well, and then the guys below, looking at the 69s. Trade back below the 69s, and I think that says, hey, you look at me, right? Especially off those 92 highs. So we'll definitely be keeping an eye on that today for you guys. I do think that the buying has come in, though. Buying has clearly come in. We did trade a solid 40 points of range in the overnight session. So from the close, I apologize, from just before the close through the overnight session off those lows. Also, another thing to take into consideration is those 92 quarters, 92 halves, guys, where we did trade with those previous lows that we put in yesterday. We're talking about Tuesday session, guys. Those 92 lows are on the Tuesday session. So, yeah, guys, I definitely do think that is something to be paying attention to. Trading the 875s at 9 evens right now. I think that we are going to see some. I think we're into some sideways chop here today, guys. I think that maybe today the bias starts to go away, and we start to see double-sided chop here. We'll definitely be paying attention, guys. as these majors get down into these key areas in this 74, guys. As we get down here, as we trade into these, as we get into these 84s here, we're trading 98, 99's the last in the Nasdaq. We'll definitely be paying attention and spend some time discussing the trading range that we are seeing and what our expectations are for continuation, if any, and which way we are talking about it. Guys, I'm going to be sitting on hands here in the open. I'm going to be sitting on my hands here this morning. I want to let you guys know that yesterday was a good trading day for me, and I'm going to be a little risk adverse today, to be completely honest with you. Risk aversion is definitely something that I'm going to be paying attention to today, and something that I am going to. I'm gonna take small trades, but I'm gonna be trading a lighter than I normally do. So I want to bring that to your attention, so you guys do know, when I'm, hey Karen, good morning, good to see you. So when I do trade with you guys, when you guys do see the trade going on here, remember that I'm not going to be trading multiples of 3 today. I'm probably going to be trading multiples of 2 or even just single contracts with every trade I take. Make it a little more difficult to manage my positions, but it'll be easier to get out of them for small losses if they go against me and when they go against me. So guys, we are seeing the natty gas. Let's take a look at the gold real quick. Gold is seeing a bid, guys, off of this recent low that we put in here. I think we can fat cram this entire last little bit into the open, guys. I think it's pretty fair to say we can fat cram that whole thing. There we go. Seeing a show of balance and failing that back into the balance again, guys. On what are we seeing here? We're seeing actually dollar get an offer, guys. Dollar is down 18 cents on the day and continuing to see an offer since the open. So yeah, we are seeing overlapping price activity on this dollar to the downside. Down 18 cents on the day, guys. It's interesting that we're getting an offer in the gold with the dollar on an offer as well. So we'll definitely be keeping an eye on that gold for you. We're at 590 on the day. And then let's see, what else do we have? We have natty gas, right? The natty gas has seen acceptance. So we did see in the regular trading hours yesterday, guys, we started out spiking down. It was looking pretty bad for the natty gas, and we did get an actual, it was 1.17%, I think. It was right around where we're at 1.2% gain in natty gas, and then we sold off 1, 2, 3 areas of balance lower. Tried initiative, and then we're starting to see, guys, overlapping price activity higher. Failing initiative out of balance, trade back up to the upper extreme, and you guys know it. And we are seeing that natty gas balance them up on these recent highs. So, guys, I definitely I do think that this natty gas is saying that it wants higher currently, but I do think that I want to caution that we are near the we do have higher. We are looking for the 3 spot 276. That's our target, and 3 spot 251s, guys. 257s. Our first target, second target, third target is the higher 3 spot 354, 359 is our third target higher. But guys, I want to caution that we have seen we're in a second area balance lower in a wide range chop on into this area balance that we put in here up on the highs. So I want to caution, guys, in the 30-minute time frame, we have seen nice bid, but we are just overlapping price activity and accepting below the middle of this area of balance, guys, below these 24. Sorry about that, guys. 3.249s below that. We're accepting value into these into the lows of this area, into the lower half of this area of balance. So I do want to bring that to your attention. Do want to let you guys know that that I do think maybe some of the air is starting to go out of this natty gas that we are seeing here. We have to see back up above the 257s in order to really have hope of continuation back to the upside in the natty gas. So yeah, we'll be looking for price pattern. We are seeing bid current. I'm not sure how long it lasts, though. Unfortunately, guys, on the natty gas, we're up 1.52% on the day. Let's take a look at the crude. Remember, we do have natty gas numbers today at 9 o'clock. I believe it's 9 o'clock. See if I can see here. We're talking about EIA natty gas at I can't see it. Darn it, I have to stand up, guys. I hate that. Yeah, guys, at 9:30 we have the EIA natty gas numbers. So that crude, guys, we are seeing that crude balancing them up on these recent highs. I'm sorry, on these recent lows that we have seen. We got down through the 67.44s, guys, and yeah, and on the 4-hour time frame, guys, we are we're just not seeing any sort of continuation to the upside currently. The downside we did see all the way down to the 65s recently, 65.85 yesterday or the day before, and we've seen some continuation here on the on that crude, guys. Overlapping price activity and acceptance of value into these recent lows. We are seeing bid, though, on the 5-minute time frame. So as we get into a 5-minute time frame, we're clearly seeing bid off those lows, and I think that spike up is pretty much overdone here on that selling. So we'll definitely be paying attention to this crude here as we are balancing up on the highs and hanging them out above the middle of that previous area of balance. We did see that spike up, so we'll definitely be keeping an eye on it, but I would love to see that roll back over, guys. I would love to see that see some selling come into it. We're talking about we're up it's about 40% on the day. RBOB as well. RBOB is down, it's about 4-6% on the day. And RBOB is seeing some selling come in here recently, guys. The exact opposite of what we've seen in the crude. Just seeing some selling here in the RBOB. So RBOB's coming off. ES is starting to come off. NASDAQ is trading lower as well, guys. So we're talking about the 73 halves in the ES. So guys, RBOB is starting to come off. We're down it's about 5.9%. Crude is up 25 cents on the day still, though. So crude is still hanging up at this upper extreme, but trying an issue out of balance to the downside right now. Alright, guys, and then Russell. Let's take a look at that Russell, what's up with you? Yeah, so let's go ahead and look at Russell on a 30-minute chart. Yeah, we did see this area balance that we put in down here, guys. And that was the first shot across the bow, the first sign that we were seeing something lower here, guys, in the Russell. As Russell and NASDAQ New lows of the day, and YM did not. So, and then yeah, we saw some serious selling come into the Russell yesterday. We're starting to balance them up on these lows. Trading initiative out of balance and back into key area here. Currently back into key area. So definitely want to bring that to your attention. We're talking about the 1476.6 is last in the Russell. Let's zoom into a 5-minute chart so you can see what we're talking about. Yeah, so in the middle of that previous area of balance, let's go ahead and activate that drawing and make it a little bit, refine it a little bit. But yeah, did see spike down into it, guys. Off those highs, we're in a 1, 2 areas of balance, a lower and initiative out of balance, guys. So off those recent highs, we are seeing overlapping price activity. Yes, absolutely, Karen. No problem. I'm here for you. You know it. So, guys, we are seeing. We did see that spike down into those threes, into those 73s, back up into the 75 halves again, quarters and halves. So as crude has been unable to see that continuation to the downside, unfortunately, that dollar is getting a bid. As dollar is getting a bid, I wonder what that's doing to the man. Dollar's getting a pretty nice bid, guys. We were down 18 cents. Now we're down 10. Go dollar. Dollar holla, right? Gives up gain made during the Draghi press conference. Now at 1.1413. Off session highs at 1.1433. So the euro is it was a Draghi press conference apparently, and the euro did make some gains, but now is giving it back. So let's see if we can find the Draghi press conference very quickly for you. EU.
Way conceivable to do it outside the OMT program. Thank you.
Now we are talking about the specific situation. What is available for the ECB towards a specific country is OMT. And the OMT is, as you remember, is subject to having a program with ESM, and is also subject to the assessment by the Governing Council of the ECB that the undertaking of the OMT doesn't prejudge the monetary policy for the whole of the euro area. But that's what's there. Our mandate, as I said before, is a mandate towards price stability, not towards financing governments' deficits or
That's the link
for fiscal dominance situation.
That's the link for Draghi, guys. They decided to leave the interest rate unchanged.
From expansion. You have mentioned the spread between the Greek and the Italian bonds, which is now less than 70 basis points. I don't know if you consider this to be a fair valuation, considering what we have seen and the rating difference between the two bonds.
Look, as I said before, we don't have a crystal ball here
675s
to
at
say what's
6 halves
fair
and
and what's not
675s
fair.
are trading, guys.
And,
6 quarters and halves.
So that's also, by the way, that's also one of the reasons why usually central banks don't target specific rates, because it's very, very difficult to assess what is a fair or equilibrium rate. And so.
Okay, so Draghi is still on the mic. It looks like we're trading the 5s, 575s.
One of your
at
colleagues
6
recently
evens.
remarked that assets might be mispriced. But market
Oh, there you
news.
are.
Sorry, hi.
Okay.
One of your colleagues recently remarked that assets
Alright,
might be
guys, so we
mispriced
are seeing,
and bubbles may be building up. And also urged market participants not to become, quotes, too lazy to prepare for less
We are
convenient
seeing
times.
575s and
Do you
6
share
evens
those
trade
concerns?
here in the ES. Crude is
and
starting
secondly,
to roll
having this
back over,
discussion on
checking at
investments until
67.11s, guys, up
what
29
happens if you
cents
can't
on the
build
day.
consensus?
Dollar is up on its recent highs, regular trading hours highs.
What this colleague of mine said. I got to be prepared, of course. And whether there are bubbles or not is a different thing. It's a different assessment, and we have to look at specifically the situation of the eurozone.
So, guys, that I am. I do want to let you know. I do want to bring to your attention that today is either the ultimate or penultimate chart talk of all time. So I do appreciate each and every one of you guys being here, Kieran and Kieran and Steve. I do appreciate you guys in particular, but everyone else who is listening, you guys do feel the fire. You guys are the ones who bring the heat. You guys are the ones who make this what it is. And I want to say to my son, I'm sorry, bro. I'm really sorry. I really want this to be something that could grow and could find some benefit for you longer term. But I'm gonna figure out some other way that I can maintain contact with you. You can hear my voice on a daily basis, so that we can so that you can know that I'm thinking about you every single day. We'll see how it all goes. But I will provide an update to you sometime in the future on this channel. So when you find me in the future, you'll know where to continue to look. Alright, so guys, penultimate or ultimate, I'm not even sure yet. We'll see how tomorrow goes.
To continue giving credit to the economy. And I think this is one important aspect.
So we're talking about the 7 quarters and 7 halves. Alright guys, so
that's why we should not be as I think almost my colleagues always say, we should not be complacent.
Alright guys, so that does conclude Chart Talk for the day. We are going to be, we're right at key area here in the ES. We'll see what happens. We're trading the 77, 75s and 78s, 8 quarters.
What would happen if...
Alright guys, so have a wonderful trading day. Remember, I'm trading light today.